Hi and welcome to yet another video here on Leigh on YouTube. I'm Leigh and today this video is all about how you can create your first online business that makes money. So this is the second video in a series that I'm producing and it's all about how you can make money online. We're going to be going through pretty much every single method that is out there. We're going to be discussing it and I'm going to be showing you the exact steps that you need to go through in order to get a success, get the money rolling, and really creating those businesses. Now, in the first video, it was all about how you can earn your very first dollar, euro, pound, whatever currency you're into, and really get that going. Really learn the basics of making money online. And if you did that, if you followed those steps, realistically, you should have about $500 in your back pocket from pretty simple steps, to be perfectly honest. Now, this video and this lecture, this lesson, kind of builds upon that very first one and shows you how you can create your very first business that will make you money. Now, I'm going to talk you through the steps and I'm going to talk to you about the lessons that you will have learned from this, because we're talking about going from basically nothing, never making money online, to creating businesses that really make money online. So at every step of the way, we need to be learning these lessons, because if we don't learn these lessons, we're going to struggle down the line, okay? So I really hope you enjoy the content of this video. If you do, hit the thumbs up button, the like button, whatever they call it. Hit the subscribe button, because as I say, there's going to be regular content. This is a regular series coming to you every single week, along with all kinds of practical tutorials. Okay, so as I say, this is all about creating your very first business online. It takes a little bit more effort than what we spoke about in episode 1. You will need to have small amount of investments, but the profits can be brilliant. They can be massive compared to the investment you do. And in this one, anyone can do this. I mean, there's not a single person out there that can't do this. Kids can do this. Okay, you just need to use your brain, put a little bit of effort, a little bit of time, and really consider what you're doing. Okay, so what we spoke about in episode 1 was going around your house, finding all your items that are unwanted or unused, that have no sentimental value, and basically selling them online on eBay. Okay, and you're making instant profit, because they're things that you may have paid money for them. Other people may have paid money for them for you. But they now hold no sentimental value. You're never going to use them. You will have sold them. You will have made money. So you've got money that you didn't have before. And you will have learned a whole lot of processes about selling things online, interacting with customers, actually receiving money, okay? Receiving money and going, yes, this is what I want to do. I want to take this to the next level, okay? So in this video, we're talking about taking that principle to the next level and finding items that we don't have and then selling them for a profit. Okay, so we find items, we may have to buy them, we may be able to get them for free, but we then make a profit. Okay, now you're saying, so Lee, how do I find these items? Everything costs money, everything's expensive, blah, 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 blah. There are so many places to find items, because just like we spoke about in the first video, you went around your house and you found stuff that you didn't need, you didn't want. People are doing the same, okay? but they don't have the kind of real spark and entrepreneurial mindset to really maximize what they could make for them. Okay, so first of all, talk to relatives, talk to friends, and say, look, do you have things that you're not interested in? Do you want to get a shot of them? I might be able to take them off your hands. Let's have a look. And you might say, look, you got that stuff. I'll give you $20, £20 for it. And then you can use that as your first stock. Alternatively, garage sales, car boot sales is what we call them in the UK. Just little sales where people sell their stuff. Like here in the UK, we have car boot sales, and it's like a big field. People pay to be able to put a table out and then sell their stuff. Okay, so it might cost them £25 to hire out that table, and then they've got all day to try and sell as much as they want. Okay, people sell kinds of stuff. In America, you have garage sales, which by all accounts seem to be in people's garages, and people come by and have a look what you've got and buy it. Okay, you also got charity shops. Now, you can go to these places and have a look, see what's on offer, see what people are selling, and see what they're selling it for. Because as I say, they might not know the value of what they've got. Okay, they might not know the value of what they've got, and they might just be selling things for nothing, for like $1, for £1. You might think, do you know what? This is worth $5, definitely. And the beauty of going to these places, it will help you build up your confidence of dealing with other people, talking to people and saying, how much are you prepared to sell this for? And they say $10. And you're like, no, mate, not $10. I'll give you $1. Okay. And you start to learn how to negotiate. You start to learn how to speak to people and how to get the best deals. Because some people will wilt straight away. Okay, you might go to this place and, as I say, they say $10, and you say, well, I've got 2 in my pocket, and I'm going to put it in the back of my car, and I'll go now. What do you say? And they might say yes. Whereas someone else might say, no, it's $10, take it or leave it, sling your hook. Okay, so it gives you the opportunity to build up those skills of dealing with people. Now, alternatively, we have the internet. Now, we're talking about making money online. Okay. Now, the beauty is that we have all these different websites that are cropping up where people they're doing their car boots, they're doing their garage sales, but they're doing them online. And I'm talking about people selling stuff on Craigslist. They just want to get it shot. They want someone to just come around and they'll say, look, I've got a box of kids' toys. They're all for $10. I just want to sell them to the first person that turns up at my door. Okay, and the beauty of this is that you'll find people that are local. So go onto these websites like Craigslist. You've also got Facebook. You have the groups where people are selling things in groups. There's also a new feature on Facebook where you can actually list things on Facebook. I haven't looked into it too much detail, but I know it's possible. And you've got a load of these other sites where they're kind of like budget versions of eBay. Okay. Again, I know here in the UK, when I've been watching TV, I've noticed quite a few adverts for another app. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but it's kind of like eBay, but it's going to have a small amount of people using it. So you might be able to take advantage and get some good bargains. And all these sites, they're local. So you're looking for local people that you can find that they're selling an old ball game, or do you know what I mean, an old phone or something, and then just race around the corner and say, look, $20, let's have it. Okay, because it's local. There's not much. It's not like you're buying something from eBay from someone on the other side of the country where it has to be shipped and you're going to involve all those costs or whatever. You can't really speak to them. It's almost like the garage sale, the car boot sales, but you're doing it online. You can quickly do it. Okay. The next thing is that you need to do your research. And the beauty now that we have these things, you know, good old iPhone or whatever you've got, Android or the smartphone technology, is that we can do our research before, during, and after. So if we do go to these places, we go to these sales, we go to these shops, we can be in there looking at these things, and we can be saying, right, you've got an old game or whatever. Let me just quickly look on eBay on my phone. So I'm looking at my phone, and people are selling it for $15. And then you go to the guy, right, I'll give you $3 now. What do you think? Okay. So that's the beauty. You can find out what things are worth very, very rapidly, very, very easily. Okay. And once you start to do this, you'll start to see what you're able to make good profit, what people that aren't in the know sell things for, and what people really want them, what are prepared to pay for them. Okay, well, it's also things like school books, university books. Sometimes they are really, really expensive. I know when I went to university, I spent hundreds and hundreds of pounds on these books. Some of them I didn't even use. I mean, they were just so, I didn't even really need them, but they told them we needed them. And realistically, yeah, at the time, if I'd been thinking more correctly, what I would have done is I would have gone and found students in the year above me or that just left and say, look, I'll buy all your books because I need them, and I'll buy them all for £50 instead of ending up spending like £200-300 on all these books, and then I could sell them on again. Okay, but what you do is once you start selling things, you start taking these items that you're buying for small, then sell them on eBay. Because when you sell them on eBay, you've got a massive market. You've got the whole country. You've got other countries that are searching. Okay, they're searching for certain things, and you really have that massive market. Okay, you can then discover what works, right? And then specifically go looking for those things. Okay, you can also run this technique where you can actually advertise, put these listings on Gumtree or Craigslist and say, I'm looking for old phones or whatever. Okay, and people will contact you and say, oh, I've got all this old stuff, blah, blah, blah. Do you fancy it? And you'll be like, oh, yeah, all right. And I'll give you £5 for it. Okay. So it's that way of ramping this up to the next level. It's done all the time. We know we have all those websites where we can sell our old phones. They're buying them. You put in your details of what phone you've got, and they say, right, well, we'll give you 50 for it. Whereas they're going to then use it somehow. They're going to resell it. They're going to probably refurbish it and sell it for 150. Of the same thing in the UK, we have a website called WeBuyAnyCar.co.uk, I think it is. There's probably the same in all around the world, different ones, where you can put in all the details of your motor, and they'll come back and they'll say, all right, we'll give you £100 for it, and you can sell it to them, and then obviously they'll just sell it on for 1,000 or whatever it's actually really worth. Okay, and it's that same process. Okay, so once you've done that, you then sell it on eBay using the lessons that we've learned in episode 1. So if you want some of those tips that I spoke about, and then check out that video, please. Now, what have you learned in this episode? First of all, you've learned how to negotiate, or you've learned that you need to learn how to negotiate. You need to go and speak to people, and by speaking to people, you'll learn how what words to use, what words don't work, how to get the best deals, and you might even find that they've got other stuff around the back that you might be able to get off the shot of their hands because they just want to clear what they've got on their table or in the back of their car, or whatever. Okay, you've learned how to spot items that have value. Okay, you've learned that you need to research what things are worth before really making an offer. And a lot of people go to a place and they go, well, I think that's probably worth 20, and they'll get it and they'll get home and they'll be like, oh, right, it's selling on eBay for 10. So you've made a loss. You really need to go in with a bit of knowledge, okay? You've learned how to ramp it up, some ideas and tricks to really niche to a specific subject, a specific niche of products, and really take that to the next level, right? And really, that process is what Alan Sugar on The Apprentice, the UK version. I know in America you had Trump, and I don't know what you got now, but in the UK we had a guy called Lord Alan Sugar. Okay, UK computer guru will say, presented The Apprentice in the UK here, and on one of the tasks that he does, there's a task where he gives them an X amount of money and they need to go out and buy products and sell them. And they've got the whole day and they make money and they can sit on that money and take it back and say, look, we've made this money, or they can reinvest that money in the same products or different products and then try and sell them more. And he says it's you smell what sells, okay? So what is selling? If it's selling, get more of it and sell more of it, okay? So pretty simple, but yeah, this has been episode 2. It's your first online business. It's your first business. It definitely makes money. The profit can be brilliant. It's relatively simple. Doesn't really need any technical skills. So yeah, as I say, it's a really good way to start your journey before moving into other avenues, because you're learning the skills. Okay, so this has been Leigh On YouTube. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, click the thumbs up button. Hit me up with some comments if you want to discuss this further. And also remember to hit the subscribe button, which is there. I've been Leigh. Have a great day.